Hello everyone, welcome back to Arcandolis. Today we're going to do another deck profile who is in top 4 in WCQ Qualifier for Malaysia. So today we have Sean together with us as the
Hello.
third or fourth place. Yep, so hi Sean. I think
Hi,
hello. Hello. I think asking why using this deck is very obvious lah. But actually, other than Dracotail branded, is there any other deck you also considered before but at the end didn't choose?
Yeah, the deck that I consider is actually I tried a lot of deck. I tried BSK9, I tried Dracotail, and then I was giving me myself a time period to practice for Dracotail. If not, the worst come to worst, I'll pick Lunalight. As you guys know that I use Lunalight to obtain my seed. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
also
actually,
a lot
to
of
be
people
honest-
asking me. A lot of people asking me why you didn't use Lunalight today. Because I managed to play this Dracotail lah, of course.
Yeah, to be honest, on that day I also thought you playing Luna like for sure. But anyhow, it surprised everyone. But actually, based on your deck list, I'm very curious. Like I saw the Branded Fusion currently in AE is 3, but anyhow you're playing 2 only. Any reason behind that?
Because actually the Branded Fusion was originally 3, but then I was considering there's a lot of mirror. So actually, how to say? Actually, Branded Fusion during going second it's not a board breaking cards. It's only a Branded Fusion is good as in it's going first for you to simply build out a better board. But during going second, Branded Fusion rarely can use to break the board. Means it's for me lah. Branded Fusion for going second, I will try to fusion something other than the Albion because I need to use the material for example the Dracotail Pan or the Dracotail Ugula, because actually you can fusion Ugula by using Branded Fusion. You Branded Fusion the fusion monster, the one at the extra deck, the number 10 fusion.
No.
This one, the previous one, the one more in front one. Yeah, this one. The next to the Chaos Dragon, next to the Albion. Yeah, this one, the Alba, because this requires a Dragon monster. So actually, if I want to break your spell trap zone, I'll fusion this by using Branded Fusion and follow on bus plus Ugula. And then also can set my Dracotail stuff. Or if I want to board break your front row, I can fusion the next card next to this one is the Tinker the one that requires a 2.5k and above attack monster. Right hand side. Yeah, this one. Because this one need a 2.5k or more attack monster, so you can use Pan as a material with a Fall of Albaz. So back to the question. For Branded Fusion rarely used to board break. For me, board breaking Rahu and Mulu is the best. So considering there's a lot of mirror also, so I increased the Pan count to 2 and reduce the Branded Fusion to 1, because there's also a lot of time that you going second, you get multiple Branded Fusion but it's useless. But if you get multiple Pan, that's good, because if you get a Feminine, the monster is your fusion material, but duplicating the spell is not a fusion material for you. So and then we have the
I see.
Berta Anaconda. So actually, if you're going first, you didn't get your Branded Fusion, you can go to this Preda Plant and then you can use the Branded Fusion also.
Just curious, during your tournament, do you really summon this and use it?
Because I actually play for two games and then three games three games only. So actually I didn't use this because mostly you use this Berta Anaconda is when you are going first. But I lost the dice roll for the first and the third, means the top 16 and the top 4. And then during the top 8 that match I was bricked. Then I was stopped by the opponent. So actually this card doesn't really use before lah. Because it cannot use to board break also. Same goes is a build out board card, it's not a board breaking card.
Understood. I think you have many concerns on the board breaking for this deck. That's why, but also common that to have this number of hand traps. I think that's also one of the advantage for this deck.
Yeah. Mostly because this deck I think need to focus on board breaking because you cannot guarantee that you go first
But just curious,
And then
like I see the top one and your deck also like playing one TFTV. So just curious, have you ever considered playing more than one for TFTV, like having board breaking?
one TFTV is enough already because it's a bonus for you. If you manage to send your Albion down, okay, you can set. Because TFTV is like, let's say you start with the white albaz, then you send your Albion to the graveyard and then you can set. It's an additional negation, but if you don't have, then it's never mind. You do the normal combo of your Dracotail with 3 traps, and then by having other hand traps and 1 Femina ready on your hand, I think it's more than enough already. The TFTV is like bonus.
Okay. So I think the extra deck is very standard. And actually, anything you want to highlight, like from main deck, side deck, or extra deck?
In the extra deck, I think previously I was playing one Secretarian Dragon, and then it's very bad because especially against Mirror, sometimes you use as for my normal combo, I'll use the Secretarian Dragon effect to summon one monster, and then I'll link to the Verter Anaconda if I didn't get my Branded Fusion. So my Secretarian Dragon cannot remain on the board. So against Mirror, I don't have the Secretarian Dragon to lock your opponent. Okay, let's say if I have Secretarian on my board, and then it actually during Mirror, it's very easily to get rid of Secretarian Dragon. As long as you get a Rahu, you use Mululu as a material or use Pan as a material, the Secretarian will gone. So playing 2 Secretarian Dragon is, let's say the first one is get rid of your opponent, then you can just fuse for the other one, the other Secretarian Dragon. Because in the Mirror, Secretarian Dragon is too strong already.
Okay. I just wonder, is Mirror consider your most difficult game to your deck?
It's not most difficult. Most difficult is VS K9 because this deck actually triggers the whole VS K9 stuff. But Mirror is the one that I consider the most that I'll met. It's not tough, but it's most that I'll met.
Okay. So I'm just curious, when during your top play, do you like time that opponent use Shifter on you while using the fusion?
No. Never lah. So still okay lah. And then if like highlighting, because my side deck I was playing 3 Solemn at the first place. Then afterwards, when I remember some guy asked for me to borrow him the Dragon's Mind, then I was thinking actually Dragon's Mind is also a good choice, as you know, it's a card that I can recycle. I mean I can recycle Omin Negate. Why it's strong what? And then for the extra deck, most of them is having 2.5 attack or 2.5 defense. There's only a few cards that doesn't have 2.5 attack and defense, like Secretarian Dragon is not. And then I think all the albaz fusion is 2.5 defense, 2.5 attack. So actually you can trigger the Dragon's Mind easily. To
be honest, I'm not really a Dracotail branded player, but when I see your side deck playing 3 for this, I was like, huh? But after I checked the extra deck, yes, actually you have a lot of choices for that. And as you mentioned, you can recycle it with Atarian, right?
No need to recycle with Atarian. Its effect at the graveyard is pay 2.5 life point and then you can set back, just like this.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, wow, so actually I can use twice. And then okay, let's say if I get barrier, I get the barrier, and then I can actually during your turn I can fusion the Atarian or any I can fusion the Atarian so that I can activate my Dragon's Mind also. So actually it's not bad. And then can recycle. The thing is can recycle because for Dracotail to draw cards that are not monster is very hard. So let's say if it's a Solemn, you are using the possibility of drawing 1 Solemn, but 1 Solemn only can exchange for 1 negate. But at the same possibility, if you get Dragon's Mind, is drawing 1 Dragon's Mind against 2 equals to 2 negation.
Understood.
And then Dragon's Mind can it's a negate monster effect. So Maxi, Urara, anything, you can just negate.
Yeah, actually in this case it's more better than Solemn, because Solemn spell track and negate summon. Okay.
Yeah. Then Lancia, yes, Lancia just to respect the Malice, because actually if you know how to play against Malice, if at let's say we just assume at a non-interaction condition you can go for Lancia. You can bring your Lancia to your trash during your go first. You Branded Fusion and then you throw Lancia and one albaz to fuse the Red Albion, the last for the Albion. Yeah, because it requires a light monster. So actually Lancia is a light monster. So you just fuse it down, and then next turn you just use your Femina and then fuse the Atalion and Atalion to recycle your Lancia. Or let's say if you really have sufficient material, you can use your Albion, the white Albion, the 6 fusion monster. You can special summon the Lancia out to your field, and then you can tribute from your field.
Wow, what a way to use your Lancia! Wow.
So actually, against Malice, because if Malice actually going second is not bad. I mean, because there's a lot of dodging, targeting, and then if you cannot stop him from searching, and you're actually very tough. So you just get Lancia is the best answer to Malice.
Agree on that. But actually, I never knew that Lancia can be so much impact to this deck for fusion, and then you can use this to special summon and use it again. Good to know.
Yes,
good to know.
Correct. And then Purulia is to respect VSK9 and the Radiant Typhoon. Draw and Lopal also to respect the Radiant Typhoon and VSK9. I didn't put inside the main deck because actually these two hand trap is too focusing on the specific decks. It's not general. You see, but in the main deck, Veiler is general. Okay, Veiler actually is not considered general, but it's useful against this meta because I was expecting a lot of branded Dracotail. When I Veiler the Atalion, is very pain. To be honest, if you guys know that if you are playing Dracotail, you Veiler the Atalion is very pain because it cannot recycle the stuff. Especially when he wanted to change card that he have a lot of Fualos or what, he want to change what monster is in the hand, he tends to throw more monster and then just one Veiler, then game over.
Yeah, I think you're very well prepared for the mirror game.
Close Spell, Urara, Fualos, those are more general, so it's better than Draw and Lockbird and Purulia. It's like, let's say if I playing against other deck, I get Draw and Lockbird and Purulia, it's like, oh my god.
Okay.
Then the other Nibiru is I play one more Nibiru in the side deck because of the mirror. Because to be honest, the only way to break go first Branded Dracotail with albaz fusion on the field, Nibiru is the best answer. Okay, let's say I have Branded Fusion, I fuse for Albion, the white Albion. Actually the white Albion cannot be targeted or anything. It's very tough for you to get rid of this, especially when the Albion is there. Then next turn the opponent maxi you, then you cannot call why the maxi because he will special summon the maxi out. So it's best that you use Nibiru, and then for mirror, most of the people tends to set up the Secretarian Dragon on the field. So you can use one Nibiru to settle one Secretarian and one Albion together, one shot. Because it will go more than 5 summon for sure. If you have no interruption, no maxi, no Fualos, no Veiler, no Urara, he'll do the best work for you. Then you just Nibiru.
Okay. No. So
and then the Duster and Heavy Storm. The Heavy Storm I purposely buy just to increase one of my Duster copy that I can consider.
So this one you also use for many deck I guess, and Dracotail for sure also when they have this.
Yeah, you can force the flame out and then you can successfully use your Rahu . That's also a good point. And then Red Reboot Red Reboot is a must because of the Radiant Typhoon. If you eat the Feather Storm, you can just go next already. So Red Reboot is a must. But I didn't side Red Reboot against Mirror because I think you side Red Reboot against Mirror too risky. No, it's not that they can play through. It's like you have no choice. If you red reboot that turn, you have to kill. If you can't kill, you cannot. If you red reboot, you cannot drag the game. You have to kill that turn. But if you get a kill, you confirm lose.
Okay, understood. Yep, I think that's very insightful for today, for going through this Dracotail branded, and yep, totally this deck rule for the WCQ qualifier. So I think the last and most important question, after Blazing Dominion, do you think this deck still can maintain as the meta deck?
I think after Blazing Dominion, this deck still can play. Because of the consistency is very high. It's really very high. It's just that maybe it's a bit tough fighting against. Actually, this deck and Qton is almost the same because the hand trap counts. Both of them are playing a very high hand trap count, and then this guy got a turn 0 fusion. That guy got a turn 0 synchro. It actually is a very competitive. Both decks are quite strong.
Okay.
But the thing is, what good against for Qton is Qton can look at your hand, and then he can decide and he can plan for the game to play through your hand card. But you cannot look at the Qton hand, so you can just do whatever you think is the best.
Yeah, I think look at hand that the effect is very broken, and totally agree with you. Okay, but anyhow, I guess the answer is after Blazing Dominion, this deck could be should stop there until the ban list comes. So yeah, I think today is very insightful, and thank you again, Sean, for sharing us about your deck. So I think that's all for today, and thank you, Kendulis, signing off.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.